no time to play for Sailor Lore. Welcome to the Worldbuilding and the Virtual House podcast. So basically, I have no idea whether or not I'm sick. I'm gonna do my best with this. So basically, this time I wanted to kind of go back to Crab Bank, specifically with the just other things, basically. So something I did not remember with water gymnastics is they actually have the possibility for green skin. I don't know why. I always thought it was blue skin. Just generally, I guess. Now, I am going to use blue mainly here for sea elves, basically, because sea elves, as far as I can tell, like, they seem to be blue or a bluish color. That may be the tainted color of the sea. It might be like insert other thing here, but yeah, for the most part, it's that. Uh, Now, Asmars do have a different skin color. However, from what I looked up, I will go and say that these have normal skin colors, mainly just so that it's easier. I just had to go and basically I just had to go and get like a flesh cube or something. Actually, let me show a flesh cube as well. Yeah, I was trying to go and get this to be a little bit more showing, but yeah, this is basically what kind of a flesh cube is. There's a normal color right here on the top. It's just a general cube. The dark color is on. Yeah, like basically, if you think of a D6 X, basically, if you get to where the 5 is on top, that's the neutral color. 4 is the light color, if I recall correctly. Let me go and double check. Yeah, so basically, with the typical D6, if you go and do like 5 as the top, that's the neutral. 4 is the light, and then 6 is the dark. That's just generally how a flesh cube works. So yeah. That's just kind of what I was going to go with to make it easier for Asmars. Ours now, that's the same thing for Astro Elves as well, apparently. The other ones that are kind of like, they are kind of different. Like, really, the only one ones to mark is Sooms, who's yellow or yellowish. I need to I still need to work with my artist friend named Kez to go and get that one done. Because yeah, like I have things for her, but the problem is I don't want to go and have Sooms be like I don't want to show Zooms unless I actually have the skin color, because once I start doing things, especially with the skin, if I do not have the one that I'm wanting, it can entirely screw it over, and I cannot fix it after that. Well, I can, but it means I have to start completely over. Okay, sorry if I was mid thought. I saw a ping, and yeah, as I was doing this, Wretched apparently sent a video to me to for send this to your DM if you want to scare them, or to scare them. Basically, it's just like, hi, here's proper sleep schedule. For reference, yes, I do have a proper sleep schedule, and the hydration was accurate. I really need to work on better hydration. And for reference for this, I have a half a glass left of 7-Up, basically. That's my hydration for this. It was not water, not anything else. Just something that's definitely not gonna last me an hour. I'm gonna have to take another break to kind of I get something. But yes, for reference, I usually try to do these all in one take. Uh, but like I usually try to stop if I need to do something and or feel like I might want to do something. Then I usually will stop. Like after a thought, basically. But yeah. Anyway, so uh, I didn't realize that it actually did say for the Earth Genasi and Water Genasi that it actually did specify a eye color, basically. Like Earth Genasi should have like a little bit more of agate eyes, and Water Genasi should have more blue black eyes, basically. So yeah, it is what it is, basically. But yeah. Oh yeah, right. I never talked about the Shatterkai. So for Shatterkai, basically for reference, yeah, they have ashen tones basically, from like the actual like shadow field. Like it is what it is. Tridden, just to make it different from sea elves, I do have that being light blue. I'm only going to focus on having one sea elf though. The main reason for it is basically like, well, one, I can also just flat out make a different sea elf, basically, or make a how do you say similar or sea elf, but basically be different, basically. So yeah, I guess I could do that as well. So it is what it is. Ultimately, I do have like other assets basically that I can use for these models. Uh, I don't know how much I'm going to use them. I'll be real though, probably a lot. I'm horrible at art. I'll be real. Like I I don't know when. For anybody that says like, oh, you should be good at art as a DM. Like, one, no, you don't have to. Two, like, uh, honestly, not everybody should be good at everything. So yeah, hi. I don't even know why I'm here or on this map because like different. I was hoping that I had done Biors basically to where I could show like the bear because like I didn't draw that. Like Liz Rogers, I think it is, drew it in like uh drew it on like July 28th of 2009. How that's on the internet, still, I don't know, but it's there. Like, I do have one that has the background removed. I've just been lazy, because, like, we've not been played in, like, a few weeks. So, I just didn't get back to around to, like, editing the image. We should play tomorrow, though. No, about doing this. Okay, so now I'm going to show off Fearoid. So basically, the kind of big thing here is which one do I want to go for? Because, like, uh, I do suspect that they'll be coming around during the day, so I don't have to worry about a couple ones. Like, I don't have to worry about, Iran, being the, sea elf. I don't have to deal with Anastrina being the Astro Elf, and I don't have to deal with Vanna being the Shadow Kai. Like, all of those people are perfectly fine. I felt like I did a different bodyguard as well, though. Hold on. Let me check about the bodyguard. Okay, I was right that I did forget a bodyguard. So basically, it's somebody the Goliath, or I forgot about the Goliath. I'm probably not gonna worry about them either. Okay, because like how I assume this is going is that the Zaz is the day one, so like the Hobgoblin, and then there's somebody at night being the Goliath, and yeah, it is what it is basically. Because like I I don't need to worry too much about like the nighttime specific ones just yet, basically, because like uh the tavern's name is Exotic Night Elf Tavern, basically. So like uh I do say that like at night they'll probably have a little bit more elves and stuff like that. So yeah, like basically what I'm needing to worry about is the Azamar, the Kalistar, which is a normal human style one, the Triton, like I mentioned, the gnome, the Baxies I have is more human like things. And to be fair, for this part why I use Viroid is the fact that it may not be the best, but if I want to, I can add in a cat tail and a cat. Yeah, I can add in a cat tail and I can add in a like uh yeah, I can add in a cat tail and I can add it in a cat ear basically. So yeah. Uh it's just kind of one of those things that it's like it definitely would be weird to go and like get it to actually like do anything that you might really like want. Uh at least to show it basically, but like maybe that works for showing. And I'm just not going to want it, so actually I can just delete it or remove them. But yeah, that's kind of like the those are the kind of the major things why I use this. Uh, if you really want to deal with the ears, actually wait, is there an ear one in particular here? I don't think so. No, I see face, I see irises. Yeah, no, that's literally just faces. So, um, nope. There's nothing that actually is here to, like, there's nothing here to go and aid with, like, the elf ears, basically. That's a function. They really should add that into this. Because like some people do for VTuber models, right? Like some people really do love having like elf ears, basically. So like I gain this to where like it extends out, like it actually would be like I better basically to me. Not just simply because like it goes and like really assists in making like gnomes, like obviously elves, and then like do dwarves have like the long pointed ears? I don't know. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. But yeah. Yeah. I will worry about the outfit after basically I go and figure out the well, after first I figure out which one I'm doing, because yeah. Uh, obviously, if I'm changing the skin color from like whatever the default is, like I I don't know. So like for reference, it's like I literally load this up, so this is how it comes default. So if you see me making a lot like this, it is not for like a it's not for a reason other than the fact that I am absolutely lazy. This is the lazy DMs portion of like, hey, I want to do something a little bit more custom, but I am also still lazy. Right, like it is what it is basically. Like, like yeah, um, I guess I'll figure out how to die and roll that. Okay, so for reference, it rolled up it rolled up the blacksmith. So basically, what I was looking for was a blackened skin tone hex. I'm at work on the Earth Genasi now because according to what it said for the hex color of yeah for the hex color that it says like I 12 well 2111714 is for like a deep brown. 63800 is for a dark earthy thing. So yeah, that might work. Uh, um, does that work in yeah. So I guess I'll work on the. It wasn't my intention, but I guess I'll work on the Earth Genasi then. So basically, what I typically do is like I choose it's like one of the middle three. So in this case with the Earth Genasi, I'm wanting it to be 1E 0F 00. That's kind of how it works normally. The light color I'll change now. So that one will be the one below it normally. Or rather the one, like normally it's like to the left is the one that I use as the lighter one. And so like it's listed below it. So in this case it would be 3C 2004 basically. Okay, that's not actually the color that I was thinking it was. I was thinking the blush, and I was thinking that was the yeah, I was thinking the blush was like the light skin color. No, it is not. But like, it is what it is. Anyway, so might as well go and get the dark color for before I leave. So it would be 1A0D00. So now, like I said, I have to go to the face, go to the cheeks. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to do just like the lighter color, so like 3C 2004. Yeah, that looks a little bit more like the blush, basically. That looks a little bit more like an actual blush for like yeah, like in terms of a Earth Genasi, that seems a little bit more accurate. Uh so yeah. Um I don't remember. Oh right. I need to look up agate skin. Oh, is it agate hex code? Okay, so apparently there's a lot of different agates. So there is agate gray being AFB0A8. I don't like that basically. Um uh I'm mainly looking for like orange agate. Uh um okay, so I don't mind that one. So let's see how this works. So I had to actually select the color in VR Studio. So say one color of agate or one version of agate is 599F99. That's a little bit more on blue. There's a little bit more on blue. Rather than like Is that really blue? Did I get really blue? Like, I don't know why, but when you say agate, I think of orange. And, like, I think of orange when you say agate. Not, like, whatever else. Okay, so, let's see how, the, like, Sherwin-Williams agate green looks like. So that'll be 8EA. It's in the game. Sorry, can't resist that joke. 486. Yeah, that's a little bit more of an earthly color. Yeah, I like that one a little bit more. So yeah. Uh, this is where it becomes a little bit better. So actually, wait, what was she doing? So oh yeah, right. She was the blacksmith. I can see her color. I can see her hair being a little bit more black. Basically, like the reason why she's. Wait, no, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. This. Why did I start thinking I was doing the blacksmith? I'm doing the freaking Earth Genasi. Yeah, that looks a little bit more like that. Yeah, maybe make it. Yeah, maybe do that. Like, 2F1 and 204, basically with like, uh, in terms of the hairstyle sets, it would be like the not the upper leftmost, but like the one right below that. Basically, that might. I think that might work best. So, yeah, it is what it is. So now that I have done all of that, we how did it's center mouse. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like in V2 in BC phase, like basically what I'm used to using these for. It is basically like if you want to drag the model down, you do hold like Control or Alt and then go down rather than like anything else. So yeah. Anyway, so I guess that now I should probably do the swimsuit. So I'm going to extract it basically. And, well, I'm going to make sure that it's all extracted and see about what to do with it. Okay, so for reference, you don't need the whole set. So typically what is almost better to do for swimsuit related things is to just kind of like remove the default. So like go and scroll up into the bottoms and have that be to the upper top. Yeah, like bottoms and tops basically just like do the like upper or top left most thing, basically. Because typically you're wanting it to be like a custom thing, specifically on like the inner top, basically. No. Yeah. I cut that out. I don't know. I'm lazy, so I'm probably gonna leave that in. But yeah, typically you want to edit like the texture basically, and nothing else like just change up the design. Okay, so I will go and show the one that I frequently, like I will show the color that I usually like using. Okay, so I might have this linked in the description, but yeah, like the white is usually what I prefer. So basically, let me. Oh, it's completely that way. Whoops. That's a that can be an issue. I don't. Okay. So for reference, this is why I occasionally do it. Like it's gonna be basically better for me to do that, basically, because if I don't, then yeah, there's gonna be like issues kind of arising from that. Because apparently they didn't want to separate how it was. Now the reason why I usually prefer for this to be the case is the fact that like you can actually just like well, it's not so much that it's like easy to change color, but like is it this way? No. Okay. I was trying to check it, but yeah, like there's usually a way to like adjust color basically based off of like just different colors, or rather like different lighting effects basically. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. To be fair, I will say that I did forget to kind of like remove the shoes, because like in general, like I would say that like in this town, like in general they would probably be like making sure things are clean enough to where like they don't need to worry about like shoes and stuff like that. I was trying to figure out about where the frick I normally learn about doing that. So okay, I'm probably gonna stop this so I can actually confirm that it is showing you guys what it should be showing you. Because like with this one, I'm actually like at a loss for what to do. Ooh, if it's it, because like I don't really like this, but I also don't like the other stuff that I have. If that makes sense. And like maybe I can look through some of the other things, but I'm at to like stop this one for now. Okay, so it's gonna be super weird because apparently it's going to like do it properly, but also at the same time, I'm not gonna be able to see it exactly. So I set up the blacksmith now. So basically, actually, I probably should be more at this, but yeah, anyway. So the major thing with the blacksmith is I was wanting to go for something a little bit more sooted, basically. And so, the reason for that is because they're a female, right? Like they are still female. But the important thing to note, about it is the fact that they're working at a blacksmith that is swimsuit. So basically, some of the ideas I have is kind of like a blackened swimsuit, like a plain black swimsuit, for reference. The major reason for that is like you never know. Maybe it's white. Maybe it was white and just like, well, yeah, maybe it's white and just the fact that the soot just has made it black. I would say it's probably more naturally black though, just simply for the sake that I don't have to worry about it washing off and changing the thing. Now, for the artist people out there, I did use a flesh cube for this. So basically, going back to the flesh cubes, actually let me pull back up the flesh cube section. So basically, like Google searches were not really working, and I tried the original, tried sooted, didn't really go and get anything. So I basically just went back to flesh cubes. Because it's like, okay, so out of all of these, which one would I buy most that it might not actually be that skin color, but more just the fact that it is kind of like covered in soot. Basically, like, kind of that they consistently been working and stuff. So, yeah. Now, I definitely did use something that you all can get, in theory, because, like, mostly you have Windows. So, basically, what I did, or rather, I'm going to assume that you all have Windows, or that Mac has some sort of thing for it. So, basically, I did a screen capture. Like, Windows has Control S, basically. So, like, I first used the snipping tool. Basically, after that, you can edit it in Paint. And so, what I did was I just did the color picker here. Just selected any sort of color. And then with edit color, it would tell me the hex, basically. So, yeah. That's kind of how I got back to doing some of the hex, and just... That's kind of like where I'm at with the model. So obviously, we still need the hairstyle and stuff. What might be good? Well, this one would be fine if they're a little bit more of an animal. If they're like a cat or something, well, I definitely do say that I could use that. I mean, technically, like, as well. If I really wanted that to be a cat, I can just use it, basically. Like, I can't just use the ears and stuff. Like, it's really, like, no issue, basically. I definitely gonna say that it's gonna be getting, gonna get some getting used to. The fact that, like, oh yeah, by the way, the thing that I'm using to screen record, like, I'm not seeing it when, like, it's still working perfectly fine in theory. It's just not on, it's not on my screen to where, like, I can actually see it unless I'm looking over at my second monitor. So, kind of good that that I have two monitors. I could go for the Aria hair, or if I really wanted to. Because this is the hair that I use for Aria, but I don't necessarily want to use the same thing. Actually, yeah, that is something. Do I have a ponytail? Is there a ponytail one? Or something with tied up hair? Yeah, there's that. Yeah, let's say that, actually. That's kind of like what I wanted. And then make it a little bit more black. Yeah, about there. Like, it's not so much that, like, she's that way, but it is what it is. To be fair, I could definitely buy this as an Azamar, or funny enough. Like, when you say Azamar, I think usually of a little bit darker skin tone. Usually, like a, how you say, yeah, like, I just think of, like, darker colors with Azamars, and other things like that. So this kind of, like, goes into, like, what I think of when you say Azamar. But yeah. Anyway, time to load in the outfit. I probably should show it, because, like, I know that's not really that much of a showcase, but yeah, it's just, like, top left, and might as well hide some of the other things. I probably could do the reverse, though. The only thing that truly does annoy me about this, though, the fact that in order to save, I need to go to the D&D folder I have. But when I want to not save, I have to go to the other thing. Okay, so how does this look then? I mean, it's plain. Do I mind the plainness though? That's always an important thing. Or is there like some sort of pattern that I want on her? Or so rain. Like there's a rain one that I have. That one would be more. That one would be more fitting for like the water gymnastics. Really? I don't know if I want a leaf one. That one definitely seems odd for a blacksmith. It's less odd for the yeah, like for the earth gymnastic, it's a little bit less odd, but yeah. There's also just generic flowers, basically, and sakras, basically. Cube glitters. Not sure. Not sure about lemons. And technically, I could use gears if I wanted to. Because like I do think of, like I do kind of think of like that, but I think more clockmaker for gears or robots. It's fireworks. I can see being like the sparks of the forge, basically. Uh, Bubbles again. I more see that as like yeah, yeah, like the bubbles. I think of more water gymnastics as well. Uh, I do have hearts that I can use for like anybody, but I think when you say that, when you say heart, I think of somebody that's like a little bit more loving, I guess. Either that or just a succubus. Like either a succubus or a person more loving. And I don't really say that any character here would fit that bill. Like maybe I use it for like some like the dungeon core or something. Cat paws and dog paws. Like I don't really have a wolf girl or something like that. Like by technicality, I can check my races. I can check the races and other images for it, but like I don't think that I would find one. Basically, I mean, obviously, I could go out to like D&D Beyond and find one. The cat paw is like that's just tabaxi, so like, uh, I'll probably reserve the cat paws for the tabaxis. Roses, notes. Don't really think about that for that one. Hold on, let me check the other one. Okay, so there's bad that one I more associate with vampires. There's a like Higambana thing. Basically, for those that don't know about that one, think of it as like if you know like the baton on for like Forova from Wuthering Waves. That that's a Higambana. Um, Not really wanting to do like any sort of other thing. Mine I don't think so. Again, not doing that type of thing. Uh, I mean, I could do the white thing. Well, the white string, but like the main issue with that is the fact that like I don't feel like it matches up. Plus, technically, she already does have the white strings, basically. Because, like, there's a string there and it's, like, there. Or that's kind of just, like, what it is, basically. I don't know about Tsubaki or the words. Yeah, maybe I just do, maybe I do just leave it as, like, uh, maybe I do just leave it as black or plain black. Because, like, I'm not really, like, other than fireworks, I'm not really seeing anything. Like maybe I do fireworks, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do fireworks is the issue. So yeah. Okay, hold on. Wretched's asking. Okay, so let's just see it basically. I almost feel like it does draw away from it. Like, don't get me wrong, it adds that like it adds color and stuff to it, but like I'm not sure if it adds. Like that's the thing, right? Like whatever you add to the design, like it shouldn't take away from it. Basically, I know at least that, and like yes, may differ, or but like honestly, like this does feel kind of like a blacksmith, but I don't know if it's the black. Like it probably is the black. Don't get me wrong, but like at the same time, right. Like the at the same time, I'm of like doing the black, like basically, to me, like I the black is kind of like the best color, basically. Like I don't know about the blue. I don't know about the green. I'm pretty sure the pink would not be it. I'm pretty sure the purple would not be it. White is definitely not it. Uh, Yellow I don't think would be it, and red basically would not be it. Because like the whole point about her being like, yeah, the whole point about her being covered in soot. The whole point about her swimsuit being black. Well, the whole point about her swimsuit being black is that she's like covered in soot, infrequently covered in soot. Yeah, and basically like the whole gimmick about the town is the fact that like they all get money basically for being like this, basically. Uh, like whether or not shopkeepers get a bonus as for the fact that they're running their shop in a swimsuit is debatable. But like, yeah, to me, I just don't feel that like the fireworks are probably the thing that would fit the most and like add most to the design. But I don't feel like they do in this case. Like I don't feel like it does. So going to save as a new thing, basically. And part of why I use it, use like the inner top, inner bottom thing. Actually, let me go and make sure that it's gonna do what I think it is. Okay, so yeah, for reference about why, like in case you're curious about why I'm doing it this way, basically this is kind of the reason why. Like if I actually placed it like on the outfit itself, like yeah, probably would like change a little bit more like this, basically. Don't get me wrong, it still would probably like fix it. It's just that some suits are a little bit more like skin tight, basically. So like I for example here, like I this is about like what you would be like at least when you go and say like a female in a swimsuit, basically. Like this is about what I might expect, basically, or something along those lines effectively. Like, can they have one piece swimsuit? Yes. Arya, for example, has a one piece swimsuit. Uh, but like, part of like if it's like over the body, basically, to where like it's not like kind of attaching to the body. Like, for me, I question about the viability of that thing swimsuit, or question about the viability of that as a swimsuit. Plus, if it's over the body, right? Uh, like in theory, that would be making it so that it's loose, is more likely to fall off. Which for like for a guy, right? Like I definitely do say that a guy would probably not be wanting to do that, but I can see that a guy might be a little bit more fine with it being that way. A girl, 100% no. 100% no. Like, all swimsuits need to be, like, skin tight for girls. So, well, I guess they don't need to be skin tight, but they at least need to be, like when you say, like, female swimsuit to me, it's kind of just, like, tight enough to where it's not going to, like, fall off or ever be a worry about it falling off slash, like, coming off. But also at the same time, like, loose enough to allow for mobility. So, yeah. That's kind of like what this goes into. So, that's us as well. So, time for just regular D20, I guess. Because I don't really know what I wanted to do for the next, and, like, yeah. 13, let me figure out what that one is. Okay, so the world came up as tides. So basically the beach club waitress, or one of them, basically. So with this we would now have the blacksmith, one of the mercenaries that's just playing like volleyball or something on the beach, basically. That they can do whatever they want. But so basically, there's, like with this as website such as like Color Hex, like whatever. Basically, part of why I like it is the idea that I can just like get other colors, basically. So like I can just pick a color, or I can type in like blue, for example, as well. It would change out the color for like the hex or whatever, or basically. And I can also look at just like other color palettes to see about like what might be like a interesting one. As long as I find like the main color, I can just search it up, get info, and get something like this, basically. So like 16, well, yeah, like 16 and 53 7E. Apparently that's the lightest one. Or at least it's the lightest one that it wants to say. So, yeah, I can go for, like I can basically go and do, if I wanted to, like that as the base, basically. And then use, like, the shade, the right on the shade, and the right on the tint. And if I want to go and do, like, darker and lighter of, like, 16, 53, 70. But I don't know if I want to. It's a water genocide, right? It's like basically I'm wanting to go and have like this more. Actually, let me type in sea blue. That is not sea blue. Or I guess like blue sea. Again, that's not. Okay, never mind. It doesn't want to do that. What would be like a related color? Why the frick is there a color palette named Mommy Fox? Like, if you're not watching this on YouTube where you're actually seeing the video, like, I sound like a crazy person probably with that. But, like, who the frick is making these color palettes? Like, I'm looking at, like, Mommy Fox, French Fox, Bisexual. Oh, like 100 Bits of Pie is kind of interesting now, I'll be real. But like, yeah, just like I don't know. I don't know. uh, like it is what it is apparently. Um, so hold on. I'm gonna pause this while I decide. Yeah, it's good. Let's just go and start changing colors. So basically, let's try the 0 1. So basically 0 D 3 uh 3. Well, oh sorry, no, it's not 3. It's a 1 and 4B. Uh, then do for the dark color, it would be 0B 293 F. Okay. And then light color would be 0 F 3A 5 8. For the blush with the cheeks, we should probably make it 1 1 4 2 6 4. No, not that. So 1 3 4 A 7 1. Okay. 1 6 5 3 7 maybe. There it goes. That's changed enough. That's changed enough to where it's visible, but like not overly visible. Actually, maybe the 34 was fine, and I just didn't notice it. Yeah, no, the 34 one was fine. It was probably the one I won. Because it's still similar enough, but also at the same time, like it's not like it's visible. It's not overly different, and it's just kind of a decent one. Um, so it's not a hairstyle going to say smart guy. Maybe. Uh, do we get over like twin back ponytails, basically? Yeah. Because they definitely do say that her hair shouldn't be like so she's at the beach one. She shouldn't be like naturally like yeah, her hair should be like a little bit more wild. Um, let's go with the 2D 64 8A as the hair color. Yeah, no, I like that. That I think that works well as the hair color. So now let me go do all the changes for the outfit. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So I did find shoes, basically. I don't know about the shoes, actually. Uh, yeah, the shoes kind of float. I probably should remove those shoes. Those shoes just need to go because either A, I imported them as like the wrong style or shoes, So like they may work otherwise, but as is, like, yeah, they just don't work, basically. Because there's like clear points, there's like other points of sandal, and like, yeah, it just doesn't work. Um, I'm gonna take away. I don't know. I don't know if that takes away from the design. Because like, it's one of those things, right? Like, it, I always concern myself, but whether or not it improves the design. Because if it doesn't improve the design, then like, there's no real reason to like have it be there, right? Uh, like if it's just going to like make the design worse, basically, like it serves no point. Um, the shoes kind of like, I do say that if I do them probably like, actually, yeah, let me see about trying to do them as like a sandal. Oh yeah, never mind. Like the shoes, it doesn't matter because like I'm looking at it and like the shape of the shoe, like it's either A, yeah, I do have like the wrong shoe, basically, or B, like yeah, it's just design wrong because like this seems very similar to what I have or what I'm looking at, but like it's off. So maybe there's a different style, but we'll see. Okay, I finally figured out the one. So basically, it was actually supposed to be the Yeah, actually, this is a different one. So like, basically, I was needing to go and use the chunky sole boot. Basically, uh, I really would have loved for there to have been like an actual like guide to say like, hey, by the way, that's kind of like what you're supposed to be using, but yeah, it is what it is. Here we are. Yes, I guess let's go back to like editing this because like as I mentioned, I'm not entirely sold on this swimsuit as is. Let me see if there's a different pattern that I might like. I'm not sure whether or not this works actually. Kind of like it, but I also kind of don't. Like I feel like it's probably a little bit more like this that I'm liking, but also at the same time, like I feel like that does add to it. Like I feel like the bubbles does make the rain a little bit better of a one. Yeah, yeah, I'm fine with that. Because yeah, it is what it is basically. Actually, I probably should say no inner top, but so where are they at? Basically, they're like at the beach house, right? Like it's the beach house. Well, actually, more specifically, yes, the beach club. Um, so yeah, that might be a little bit more viable one. Uh, so yeah, maybe I do, but obviously it depends about how it is. Um, maybe that much. Like, I don't want it to be like ruining, like down up over there. Soften collarbone. What does that do? Oh, oops. Okay, so it does lower the collarbone a little bit. Not sure if sure neck needs to be thick though. I think it's fine at 0. To be fair, I could also make this like freaking 500 if I wanted to. That didn't really aid anything. Okay, well, back to 100. Because to be fair, like, while you can go over the values, it's not recommended. Basically. Like I know for a fact that, like, if you really wanted this to be, like, absolutely gigantic, like, you could have it be, like, at, like, 1,000. But, like, I don't recommend it at all. Nah, kind of should have it be that way. Like, maybe you do have it lessened, or the chest split lessened, but, like, I don't say you should have. Like, in this case, I definitely do say, like, chest premise doesn't really, like, aid anything. I could also increase our foot size, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I say that that's fine. Wait, was there like a blue black? Hold on. Okay, so let's have the eye color from the colors I was using earlier. So 0208 seems fine. Yeah, like that. It's kind of like a blue black, but let's try 041019. Oh, right. I forgot I had to do that. Yeah, that's about blue black. Kind of looks like she's like dead. I'm not too sure about whether I want that. I might just ignore that part of lore because, like, the good thing about being a DM, right, is the fact that, like, if you don't like pieces of lore, you can ignore them. I just use the more interesting parts of lore, like the fact that, like, with Fizzband, right? Like, gold dragons, if I recall correctly, will place their layers also on coasts, basically. And, like, they're not listed in anything as, like, a coastal creature, but yet they are. So, like, it's kind of crazy to think that, as well as, like another interesting piece of lore is the fact that silver dragons make their layers not because they want to, but because there's the expectation, and they're trying to live up to it. So, like, yeah. I'm not too sure if I like the eye color lore here. Because, to be fair, like, I feel like the eyes just kind of, like, take away from the design at this point. Like, I feel that, like, 447597. Yeah, I feel like that kind of, like, adds a little bit more to the design than, like, like 041019. Like, like that's like 0410 19 is definitely a bit more like the lore than what I'm going with. But, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just I kind of just don't like I feel like the dark kind of like takes away from it. Like I could buy like a greenish color basically, but like I'm sorry. I am utterly sorry that like yeah, I cannot deal with that unless it's kind of like this basically. So that is what it is. I've definitely hit 3 hours. Not 3 hours. I've hit an hour. Sorry. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. As I definitely do say that like I have plenty of these to go and get done. And after all, I had like 20 left basically. I now have 19 left basically. So like yeah, and to be fair, that's not even counting Zooms. But like that said though, my major plan for Zooms is to go for like a yellow swimsuit with like sunflowers on it, basically. That may not work, basically, but the fact that there's gonna be like so many like artists things that I just am not a part of, or I'm not in like that knowledge group, means that like yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing Zooms like ever on. Like I might show her. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to do actually like I'm not going to full on like I say hey by the way like here like let me go and do Zooms this week and stuff like that like yeah but all in all, I am enjoying this design. Or rather, I am enjoying the design of Crab Bank, basically. I do want to go and get them done with the current stuff before, like, I have them go over to Crab Bank, basically. Because I definitely do know that, like, I Joker and, like, yeah, I do know that Joker and, like, well, mainly Joker, but like I do know that they will all probably like enjoy at least the idea of crabbing. Uh, so yeah. Like I will say, in crabbing, they're probably gonna have like limits on the like a fishing thing where it's like yeah per group only one bag of holding of crabs like per like week or so basically like I don't know why they're so obsessed with crabs but like it is what it is basically like they just have like like they just some animosity to crabs like it's insane but yeah like I I definitely have been enjoying this or at least like kind of looking into like how would that work so yeah obviously we still have the dungeon card to do maybe one of the like maybe some of the dungeon uh, yeah, maybe some of the dungeon and like allies are there too. Because like the dwarf is probably like in there too. Just simply for the fact that like I I mean, have you seen the inn? Have you seen the bar? Like, or sorry, have you seen the tavern? Have you seen the bar? Like, with the whole ideas behind those two areas being like prominent solutions, like they're probably like one's the dungeon core, one's probably like a advisor. Maybe the beach club owner is also something similar, but like uh you never know. You never know. That's discussion for a different day, definitely. But yeah. Uh, all in all, there was a lot of stuff done. I do enjoy it. I always enjoy being like a DM for this. So yeah, I do new episodes of this every a Saturday at well, I have these go up every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern with the session, and usually about 3 hours later. So yeah, uh, it is what it is. If you want to see me up about a bunch of other things, as I have a Twitch with Gordon underscore fan 42. I if you're watching it on YouTube, there should be a link to the Twitch down in the description, and I'll yap about anything, not just